Hi, I'm Victoria Haffer, and I'm going to teach you a sequence on opening up the superficial back line of the body. So let's talk a little bit about some anatomy first of all. What is the superficial back line? You may have heard about fascia. Fascia is this amazing, most of my students and my friends know that I'm obsessed with fascia, and it's a connective tissue, and it's almost like spiderwebby cotton candy in the body. It attaches every single muscle, system, organ in the body from head to toe. And often when we have chronic pain, injuries, the fascia has so much to do with it. And it's really cool. So once you learn these tools, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about myofascial release and also PNF stretching. And once you start to kind of get to know your own internal body and understand the anatomy of your body, then often you'll be able to fix things and not have to go to the doctors, the chiropractor, any of that, which is really, really cool and save you lots of money and make you feel better, right? So the superficial back line basically is this fascial line that attaches a number of different muscles in the body. It starts at the base of your foot at the plantar fascia, and it moves up the body. So it attaches, the fascia attaches your calf to your hamstrings, up through the sacrum, sacrotuberous ligament, up, and it attaches to the erector spinae muscles. There's 3 muscles that come up along the side of your body, and then that fascia attaches right up into the top of your skull. And so often people have really tight hamstrings, and they stretch their hamstrings over and over again, and they don't see much results. So what I'm going to propose to you is, by looking at different aspects of the superficial back line of the body and looking at perhaps your calves. If you wear high heels, then the calves are going to be super tight. How often are you stretching your calves out? Or maybe the tightness is actually in the upper to mid back. And so we're just going to take a look at that. So hopefully you'll experience this with me. And we're going to start with ball rolling, which is, I'm a certified ball roller, and it's been pretty amazing stuff. There's different size balls that you can use. This is basically just a lacrosse ball, but there's lots of really great balls out there that you can get if you Google on the web. And so we're going to start with rolling out the feet. And actually, before we even do that, I'm going to have you do a pre-test to see how tight your hamstrings feel. So just take a moment to fold forward and allow for the head to come forward, and then just bring an awareness to how tight the superficial back line might feel. See if you can kind of download that into the hard drive of your brain so you can remember. And then we're going to do a little exercise. So take your ball, and you could use a tennis ball too if you don't happen to have a lacrosse ball. And we're going to just roll out the right foot. It doesn't matter which foot you start with as long as you do both. And you may actually want to go to a wall so you have a little stability here. But you do want to stand up tall and kind of come into your mountain pose here. And we're just going to start by rolling out with a really good amount of tension in the foot from the heel along the medial and lateral arch of the foot to the balls of the feet. And so you can go outer foot, and then you can kind of take it down the center, and then hit the middle part of the foot. And so just do that a few times, but again, pin and really press down and give a little bit of weight. Now the tension or the sensation should never be so much that you have to grit your teeth or that there's tears in your eyes, but you should be able to breathe comfortably. And then just take some stillness here and find a spot in your foot that might be, bring a little sensation to you. We don't really want to say pain, so we'll use the word sensation, and just find that place and then just kind of sink into it. So allowing for the ball to become part of you and just sinking into the fascia, the plantar fascia at the bottom of the foot. And then just move around again and maybe finding the center of the foot, and again just sinking in there. And take a breath, and then move up to more of the balls of the feet here. Allow for the heel to drop to the floor, and then just allow for the foot to roll from side to side over your ball. And then one more roll from the balls to the heel, all along. And finding any little nooks and crannies that maybe you want to spend a little extra time on, feel free to do that. Good, and then step away from the ball just for a moment. So at this time, just take a fold forward once more and see if you can notice any difference in the foot that you just rolled out and the other foot. You also may want to take a walk around the room and just check out any differences in the way you might feel that the inner arches are feeling a little more springy on the foot that you just rolled out. And let's do it on the other side. So find your ball once more. Again, find your mountain. Stand up tall and begin to roll out that other foot. So from heel to the balls of the feet, from the inner arch to the outer arch. And again, pressing down. And then finding a spot, maybe just start at the heel and just take a moment there again to, direct your center right over the ball. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, and then moving the ball up to more of the center or the core of the foot. And this place can be super sensitive, right? We have a lot of nerve endings, very compact in the center, right, of the plantar fascia at the bottom of the foot. And then allow for the heel to drop to the floor. And again, just kind of half circle around the foot there. And then one more time, rolling out the whole foot from the base of the heel to the balls of your feet. Inner arch to outer arch. Great. And again, release the ball. Take a little fold forward. Notice any difference. Come on back up and take a little walk around the room. And again, just notice any differences here. And then take a seat on your mat. Come on down. We just rolled out the plantar fascia. Again, remember the superficial back line starts at the base of the foot. And so moving up along the back line of the body, we're going to do a little PNF stretching for your hamstrings. PNF stands for Proprioceptive, Neuromuscular, Facilitation. And so just kind of sit here. So the hamstrings, understanding some basic anatomy of the human body, the hamstrings are on the back of your thigh, and they cross the knee and they cross the hip. If you were to work or strengthen your hamstrings, right, you would want to do knee flexion and also hip extension, which looks like this, hip extension. So knee flexion to work the hamstrings, and then hip extension. Also, the hamstrings are assisting in that joint action. So to effectively stretch the hamstrings, we want to do the exact opposite, which is knee extension and hip flexion. So this is a pretty common yoga pose that we do, Paschimottanasana, intense west stretch. So bringing yourself, and there's lots of different options to do it, but I'm going to teach you PNF stretching this way here. So first of all, in order to, so the concept behind proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation is that we contract the muscle that we're attempting to stretch. And then we take a deep breath, we inhale, and we exhale, and then we go deeper into the stretch. So there's 3 different techniques of PNF stretching. I'm just going to talk to you about 2 of them today. So there's contract, relax. Contract the muscle you're looking to stretch, relax it, go deeper. And so what that is attempting to do is to bypass the stretch reflex. Now, the other technique is called contract, relax, contract. And that involves the opposing muscle group to the muscle that you're attempting to stretch. So pretty sure everybody knows that the quadriceps actually oppose the hamstrings. So what we're going to do is we're going to contract the hamstrings, and it's about 6 to 8 seconds. Take a deep breath, inhale, and then on the exhale, as you attempt to go deeper into the hamstring stretch, you contract your quadriceps. And so what you're initiating there is something called reciprocal inhibition. So the way the muscles work is that if one muscle contracts, the opposing muscle group has to relax and elongate. So let's try it out. Enough talk. Let's rock. So sitting up tall, bend the knees slightly. And as if you're attempting to drag your heels toward your butt, right? So pulling back, and so now you should feel your hamstrings activating. So we're going to do that for 6 to 8 seconds. So again, you're attempting to drag your heels towards your buttocks. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the legs out, expand the breath, exhale, and hold the stretch. And you can hold here for maybe another 6 to 8 seconds. And we're going to do this 3 times. Come on back up again. Bend the knees once more. This time we're going to add in the contract, relax, contract technique. So we're going to contract the opposing muscle group known as your quadriceps. So again, attempting to drag your heels towards your butt, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back off, straighten the legs. Exhale, contract your quadriceps. Contract those quads. Good. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Hands on the side, tuck the chin, roll back up again. One more time. Bend those knees slightly. Again, dragging the heels toward the origins here. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Really contracting those hamstrings. Inhale, extend the knee. Exhale, contract the quads. Contract those quads. Deepen as you can, as much as you can in that hip flexion. Good. 8, 7, 6. Keep contracting the quads. 4, 3, 2. And then relax everything. And just deepen here. Hands to the side, tuck the chin, and roll yourself back up again. So hopefully at this point your hamstrings are starting to let loose just a little bit. So the last thing that I want to add to it is we want to bring some energy and awareness to the upper part of the superficial back line. So we're going to get into the erector spinae now. So this is what I'm going to ask for you to do. We're going to create a little wave with the spine, let the fingertips tuck the chin to the chest, open the heart, and look forward. Walk the hands forward again. And then again, tuck the chin to the chest. So you exhale as you roll up. Inhale, hinge forward. Keep the feet pretty active, toes to the sky. Tuck the chin, exhale, stack vertebra on top of vertebra, open heart. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Again, exhale, roll up. So just keep a nice little connection. Just kind of walk the fingertips forward. Now, I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm definitely deepening into the pose here. If my legs weren't in the way, I can definitely drop much deeper into the pose here. And so again, working with reciprocal inhibition here, as you're rolling up, see if you can activate the superficial core, your rectus abdominis, and then again, hinge on forward, come forward. Let's just do this 2 more times. Tuck chin, really roll up, activate the superficial core, walk forward, last time here. And then walk forward, and then here, I don't know if you noticed, but I definitely have increased my range of motion and my flexibility in my superficial back line. And then come on back up again. And bring the feet in. And have a great day.